Mahamakena Shraddhavanvito Asmabir Anustitena Shraddhavanvito Asmabir Anustitena Hatvapi Sambrahma Characharam Tvam Hatvapi Sambrahma Characharatvam Nalipsase Kim Kala Nigrahena Nalipyase Kim Kala Nigrahena. Prabhuji's. Gogna Sambrahma Characharatvam Nalipyase Kim Kala Nigrahena. Mataji's. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Word meaning translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Brahma, a person who has killed a Brahmana. Pitruha, a person who has killed his father. Gogna, a person who has killed a cow. Matruha, a person who has killed his mother. Acharyaha, a person who has killed his spiritual master. Aghavan, such a sinful person, Swa Adaha, a dog eater, Pulkashakaha, a Chandala, one who is less than a Sudra. Va, or, api, even, Shuddheran, may be purified. Yashya, of whom Lord Narayana, Kirtanat, from chanting the holy name. Tam, him, Ashwamedena, by the Ashwamedha sacrifice. Mahamakena, the topmost of all sacrifices. Shraddhanvitaha, endowed with faith. Asmabhi, by us. Anustitena, conducted or managed. Hatva, killing. Api, even. Sabrahmachara acharam, all the living entities, including the Brahmanas. Tvam, you, na, not, lipyase, are contaminated. Kim, what then? Kala nigrahena, by killing one disturbing demon. Translation. One who has killed a Brahmana, one who has killed a cow, or one who has killed his father, mother, or spiritual master can be immediately freed from all sinful reactions simply by chanting the holy name of Lord Narayan. Other sinful persons such as dog eaters and chandalas who are all less than Sudras can also be freed in this way, but you are a devotee and we shall help you by performing the great heart sacrifice. If you please Lord Narayan in that way, why should you be afraid? You will be freed even if you kill the entire universe, including the Brahmanas, not to speak of killing a disturbing demon like Vrittasura. Purport. Purport is little bigger, so please be patient. Maybe another couple of minutes we can complete. It is said in the Brihad Vishnu Purana, Namnohi yavati shakti papa nirharena hare tavat kartum na saknoti patakam pataki naraha. Also in the Prema Vaivarta by Jagadananda Pandita it is said, Yeka Krishna nama papira yata papakshaya bahujanme sai papi karite naraya. This means that by once chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can be freed from the reactions of more sins that you can even imagine. Performing the holy name is so spiritually potent that simply by chanting the holy name, one can be freed from the reactions of all sinful activities. What then is to be said of those who chant the holy name regularly or worship the deity regularly? For such purified devotees, freedom from sinful reaction is certainly assured. This does not mean, however, that one should intentionally commit sinful acts and think himself free from the reactions because he is chanting the holy name. Such a mentality is a most abominable offense at the lotus feet of the holy name. Namno balad yashya hi papa buddhi. The Lord's holy name certainly has the potential to neutralize all sinful activities, but if one repeatedly and intentionally commits sins while chanting the holy name, he is most condemned. These verses name the performers of various sinful deeds. In the Manu Samhita, the following names are given: a son begotten by a Brahmana and born from a womb of a Sudra. Mother is called Parashava or Nishada, a hunter accustomed to stealing. A son begotten by a Nishada in the womb of a Sudra woman is called Pukasa. A child begotten by a Kshatriya in the womb of the daughter of a Sudra is called Ugra. A child begotten by a Sudra in the womb of the daughter of a Kshatriya is called a Kshatta. A child begotten by a Kshatriya in the womb of a lower class woman is called a Swada or dog eater. All such offspring are considered extremely sinful, but the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is so strong that all of them can be purified simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The Hare Krishna movement offers everyone a chance to be purified regardless of birth or family, as confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.18. Kirata hunandra hulinda pulkasha abhira shambhayavana kashadayaha ye anye cha papa yad apashraya ashrayaha sudyanti tasmai prabho Vaishnave namaha. Kiratas, Hunas, Andhras, Pulindas, Pulakasas, Abhiras, Shambhas, Yavanas, members of the Kasha races, and even other addicted to sinful acts can be purified by taking shelter of devotees of the Lord. For He is the supreme power. I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto Him. Even such sinful persons can certainly all be purified if they chant the holy name of the Lord under the direction of a pure devotee. Herein, the sages encourage King Indra to kill Vrittasura, even at the risk of Brahma Hatya. The killing of a Brahmana, and they guarantee to release him from sinful reactions by performing an Ashwamedha Yajna. Such purposefully devised atonement, however, cannot relieve the performer of sinful acts. This will be seen from the following words. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshmurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Srita Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Cha Vishakanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostume Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Papanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrunda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Good morning, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for coming. And yesterday we had wonderful Govardhan Puja, and it was so blissful. At the end, the devotees, they have taken a lot more prasadam, cake, and I thought, they all got tired and they would not come back. But luckily, few of us have come back. Maybe I can see some 35 devotees gathered. So this is what real sincerity. See, in our International Society for Krishna Consciousness, every day there is a festival. So that does not mean that, yesterday I took part in Govardhan Puja, I will not come for Mangalarti, I will not chant 16 notes. So that is not recommended. You see, in other festivals, other non-Iskcon people, they also celebrate. They celebrate once in a year or twice in a year, and they enjoy to the best of their level until midnight they wake up, that's all. Next day they wake up only next day evening they wake up. So that is in the mode of ignorance, tamoguna. But Vaishnavas, for them it is every day it is a festival. So though I am not qualified to sit here, His Grace Vardhakrishna Prabhu and Her Grace Radhapriya Mataji, they have given blessings, they have empowered all of us, and they have given this golden opportunity to speak Srimad Bhagavatam. So His Grace Vardhakrishna Prabhu made this temple of festivals. So Prabhu often used to say that if anybody comes here, they see that some kirtan, some puja, some celebration is going on, and after that prasadam is being distributed, and whoever visit here, they are very, very happy having darshan of Gandharvika Giridhari, Lakshmi Narasimha. They are completely blissful, and that makes them come to the temple again and again. So this is the Harinam Sankirtan bliss. This is the wonderful result of the narration of the pastimes of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Okay, so in these words, Vrittasura, Vrittasura is also devotee of the Lord, but he had been cursed. You all know the story. Now coming to the point, Indra, he was very much empowered, encouraged by the sages' words, and with their words, Vrittasura had been killed by Indra. Now the result is awaiting actually. See, if you hurt somebody, or if you had killed even a mosquito or an ant, the result is awaiting for us. So we are supposed to take the reaction. But here, in these wonderful verses, Srila Prabhupada gives elaborated purport. In this purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions there are 6 kinds of children who are born. So one example here it is, if a person born as a Sudra, he is the most abominable. And like that, there are 5 types of people who are born, they are most dangerous to the society. And these kind of children, they will create havoc in the society. And they are the real dacoiters, thieves, burglars, rapists, murderers. Why? Because the Garbha was not sanctified nor purified. So for this reason, Srila Prabhupada very nicely explains about Garbhadan Samskar also. So if anybody follows this, then devotee of the Lord is born, and the devotee will make the glories of the holy name of the Lord spread all over the world, and he will be the good role model for the society. Okay, so these 5 kinds of sinful persons is only just example, but out of the box there are so many other sinful people, they are taking birth, and for them it is very dangerous people in the society, and they become even terrorists also. So a person in Iskcon who has been properly initiated by a bona fide spiritual master, and he is the qualified person, he is the purified person, and he is the role model for the society, and directly, indirectly he is helping the society also. For example, if you take the common people, they may not be following 4 regulator principles: meat eating, gambling, illegal sex and intoxication. You find anybody in your friends network, in your kith and kin also, you just make a list on your phone, you take and see the list. So they come under any of these category. But if you come to see the devotees, and they do not come under that category, that is what purification. So here, chanting the holy name of the Lord is a very wonderful opportunity. Now, here it is mentioned, the beginning of the words it is mentioned, what are they? Brahmaha, Pitruha, Gogna. Even if you kill a Brahmana or father or spiritual master, but if you chant the holy name of the Lord, you will be purified. Oh, very nice offer. It's a nice package actually. So generally people, what do they think? Yeah, your Shastra says this, Purana says all this. Okay, I will go and kill my father, my mother, and I also kill my guru, and I will chant Hare Krishna, and there will be no sin on my account. So that is why Shastras injects that this is called Papa Buddhi. Papa Buddhi is the most condemned, and it comes under the 7th offense also. There are 10 offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord. So today is the time for us, not just for recitation of the 10 offenses, but to understand the meaning and to follow it. The 7th offense is, anybody can help me? What is the 7th offense? Yeah. Committing sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord, it's an offense. We know it very well, right? Yes, Prabhu, I know this. But I am prone to do it again and again. Why is it so? Because our Hridaya Daurbalya, our sadhana, our dedication for the devotional service is not proper. For this reason, our mind is not in our control. Then automatically we tend to do lot of offenses. So, namno hi papa buddhi, it is mentioned here. So, on the strength of the holy name of the Lord, we are not supposed to commit any sinful activities or offend the Vaishnavas. So, today I like to spend some 30 minutes and making my message through the scriptures into two parts. Part 1, I would like to narrate a few incidents happened in the history. They are not fake stories. And on the second part, we can come to the practical activity, how we can become very strong in our spirituality, in Krishna consciousness, and not to offend anybody. So as you know, Vasudeva has begotten a child also. So you know his name? Vasudeva child. Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami, as soon as he was born and he ran away and Vasudeva was chasing him, and you all know this story. Then he was not actually attracted for the holy name of the Lord. So then Vyasa Maharshi, he was also thinking how I can able to make this boy fully attracted in chanting the holy name of the Lord and pastimes of the Lord, how he can get attracted. He was thinking. Then he has arranged some of his two disciples. So the two disciples of Vasudev, they were discussing SRIMAD Bhagavatam, where the glories of the Lord and the Rupa Madhuri, how the Supreme Lord looks like our Giridhari looks so beautiful. He is Tribhangi, he is holding a flute, and he is so lovingly, charmingly playing the flute. And these type of descriptions have been discussing with the two disciples of Vasudev. By the time the Sukadeva Goswami was passing by, as you know, he was a Brahmavadi, and when he was passing by, he came, he heard, hey, these two gentlemen, they were discussing something about, what is that? So he went and he was carefully, doing his Shravana, because there is nobody, so he wanted to lend his ears for the pastimes of the Lord narration. So these two verses I heard, 3 to 23, Srimad Bhagavatam, and 10, 21, 5. Third canto, second chapter, 23rd verse. You would have heard it many times. Aho bakiyam stanakala kutam. You remember this? So these words meaning is, alas, these are the recitation by gopis glorifying Krishna. Aho, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of mother to a she-demon, Putana, although she was unfaithful and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. So the Supreme Lord, though Putana was a Rakshashi, she came to give milk, and Supreme Lord accepted not the poison, but her behavior, her service as a mother. She has come to serve me. So the Lord wanted to give some benediction for this Putana also. So how wonderful the Lord is. Say if any person comes and attacks you, would you like to favor him? Not at all. And we react and in turn we hit him also. We blaspheme also. But the Supreme Lord, we are all the children of the Supreme Lord Krishna. And Lord will see only one good quality in us and He will pick it up. But normally what we do, we see only bad quality in others. We never, even though that person has got 100 good qualities, even then small bad qualities, we will highlight it. Isn't it? But Lord is reverse. Lord sees only, even though you have thousands of sinful activities, and seeing one good quality, Lord gives us benediction. So in Putana, Lord identified that good quality, that she played a motherly role. Okay, very nice. This living entity is playing my mother role. Okay, I will give benediction. So the Lord gave her liberation, moksha. In this way, gopis are actually glorifying the mercifulness of the Supreme Lord. In another place, 10th canto, 21st verse, 5th sloka, Barha Pedam. Daily in the morning, darshan time, during darshan time, we also say Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. In this song, the Lord is very much glorified, and Lord is waking, he is wearing peacock feather, and even Shankaracharya also glorifies how the Supreme Lord looks like. So these fine verses are being discussed with the disciples of Vyasadeva, and Sukadeva Goswami, he heard it. And when he heard the beautiful narration of the Lord, his heart got transformed. Oh, very nice. How is this? And actually I wanted to have darshan of this kind of person whom you have been glorifying. Just like, when Narada Muni was glorifying about Krishna with Rukmini. No, Rukmini has, before marriage, he had never seen Krishna. How did he look like? Just by hearing the Krishna Katha, Rukmini got attracted, and she wrote a love letter, and she got married to Krishna. So wonderful, So similarly, because the Krishna Katha is very sweet, very powerful, and very attractive, then who will not get attracted? Only the most sinful fellows will not get attracted. So every Sunday we have Bhagavatam class, and we have been inviting common people. How many of them will turn up? Hardly any few people. So this Sukadeva Goswami really got attracted. Then he was asking, whom you are talking about? It looks like very wonderful description. Then the disciples took Sukadeva Goswami to Vyasadeva. Then Vyasadeva made him sit. Yeah, it was me. Then he explained the beauty of the Lord. Even Vyasadeva also, he wrote so much elaboratedly, but he was not satisfied. Just like a housewife prepares a lot of dishes, but still sometimes she may not get satisfaction. So like that, Vyasadeva also, he was in morose. That time Narada Muni came, and he advised, you have written so much philosophy, so much tattva you have written, but have you glorified Krishna? No. Now it is time for you. You write the glories, the beauty, the pastimes, the rasa dance of the Lord you need to explain. Oh, that is the secret. Then Vyasadeva sat and he wrote the 10th canto. Okay, so in this way, the narrations, the pastimes of the Lord, they are very, very sweet. This way, Sukadeva Goswami got attracted, and he became a devotee of the Lord, and in turn, he narrated Bhagavatam. Like that, the parampara is coming down till today also. Today I am sitting here and narrating Bhagavatam. Tomorrow you will sit here and you will also narrate Srimad Bhagavatam. Like that, we should let this parampara keep going on and on. Okay, so another incident is how powerful is the holy name is. One time, you all know the great gentleman Hiranyakashipu. How many of you know Hiranyakashipu? I should ask, how many of you don't know? How many of you don't know Hiranyakashipu? Everybody knows. Okay. So, Hiranya means, Kashipu means bed. So, that is his name. That means he is completely sense gratified. So one day, he went to do Ghora Tapas. And he went to Mount Kailash. There he wanted to do tapas for his own sense gratification. Before actually he started, say for example, even if we start our journey, if you are going to your hometown or college or school or somewhere, if any bad omens come, We are now supposed to do our journey, isn't it? So this is not actually sentiment, it is actually scientific only. Okay, so when our gentleman Hiranyakashipu also, when he started for tapas, and there were bad omens, there were earthquakes, there was fire, and he did not care all these things. So he went to Mount Kailash and he was doing tapas, something like that. Then normally who gets disturbed? Indra. So the complaint went to Brahma. Then Brahma came, this fellow started something wrong in the material world. No doubt he is going to ask how he can rule whole the world, how he will not be killed by anybody. I know. So Brahma really got worried, and he was thinking how I can make this favorable for Krishna consciousness, he was thinking. Then, as you know, our Narada Muni appeared at the site. Oh my dear father, what are you thinking? What are you worrying for? Those who chant the holy name, those who meditate on Govinda, they need not worry for anything. Why are you worrying, my father? Then Brahma replied, what to do? There are so many people like this. One fellow, he came into the Mount Kailash and he started, meditating, and he is going to disturb us a lot. What to do? Can you able to do something? Then Narada Muni said, okay, I will take up this project, so please give me some time. So Narada Muni, he came down, and as you know, Narada Muni has got one friend also. Do you know? Narada Muni has got a friend. Subandhu Prabhu. So he has got Parvata Muni also, friend. Parvata Muni. So he had a partnership with Parvata Muni, and he wanted to do some project work in the name of Lord Brahma. So because Hiranyakashipu started doing tapas, and they wanted to make it Krishna consciousness. How did he do that? So these both Munis, Narada Muni and Parvata Muni, they took the sparrow's form, bird's form, and they also reached Mount Kailash, and our gentleman Hiranyakashipu is chanting, something he is chanting. Okay, you do like that. Okay. So Narada Muni, he also chanted, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Then Hiranyakashipu, first time he heard, then he started again his Om, the Brahma. Then second time also he heard. Third time he heard, then he got anger actually. And he took up his bow and arrow, and he was about to release. In the meanwhile, our two other gentlemen, who are they? Narada Muni and Parvata Muni, they flew away. And this fellow got disturbed. I was nicely meditating. Somehow I never like this Hari. I always hate this Narayan. But somehow or the other this name entered into my ears, my mind. I am totally disturbed now. So he came back to the palace. And his famous wife, Khayatu, and oh, my dear Lord, why did you come back? You said you are going to do Ghora Tapas for at least 10,000 years. So short you have come back. What is the reason? Is everything okay? Or you have attraction for me so that you came back? What is the reason? Oh, my dear lady, I will tell you the truth. When I was meditating, and somehow or the other, these birds, where did they come? I don't know. These birds are chanting, Om Namo Narayanaya. Like that they are chanting. And Khayatu also hearing, Om Namo Narayanaya. Okay, looks like very sweet, She was also thinking. Then, so I wanted to do really this tapas, but in the meanwhile, these birds came and disturbed me. Even I was ready to kill them also. They flew away. Then what to do? Anyway, I have taken a break now. And at that time, Hiranyakashipu, he had united with Kayatu. Then our great devotee, Prahlad Maharaj came out. Right? So, if you can visualize in this incident what happened is, the beginning, Narada Muni gave the holy name of the Lord, Om Namo Narayanaya, to Hiranyakashipu. In turn, Hiranyakashipu remembered it, but in a different way. Of course, the holy name of the Lord entered his ears, his mind, his heart. It entered. And he came to house and he gave the holy name to Kayatu. In turn, Kayatu gave that holy name to the womb. That means Prahlada is there. That means in all this channel, holy name of the Lord is there. So, even he is a demon, he is a demigod or any living entity, and they will be completely benefited by hearing and remembering the holy name and pastimes of the Lord. Like that, there are so many incidents happened in the scriptures we can hear. Even one time, you all know Ramayana, and Lord Hanuman also, he was chanting always Ram, 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 he is chanting always. So, when Supreme Lord Ramchandra came from his Vanavas, and when he became a king, and some of the saintly group people, they got a doubt. What is the doubt? Whether Lord is great or his holy name is great. Which is great and which supersedes actually, that was the point. So obviously, Narada Maharshi appeared on the spot, and he said, he would clarify for that. So then later what happened? Narada Maharshi took help of Hanuman. Hey Hanuman, you come here. What is the matter? See, I will give you some task. You are supposed to do that without asking any questions. Okay. So then Hanuman, he took the message of Narada Muni, and the message is how to make Lord Ram's Guru angry. I repeat, how to make Lord Ram's Guru angry. The Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra is already angry, but he wants to put the fuel in the fire, then it will be doubled, Then Hanuman, okay, I will do that. And because Narada Muni, very great Rishi, he agreed the proposal, and he did some mischief, and he made the Guru angry. Then Vishwamitra, he said, he called immediately Ram. You see, your servant is not behaving properly. You are supposed to punish him. He did a lot of mischief. Then Lord Ram, he was obliged. Oh my God, this Guru is always in an angry mode, but now he is asking me to punish my own servant. How can I do that? He is my own servant. He is very faithful, sincere and wonderful gentleman. Because he was the main commander in rescuing his mother Sita. So how could I do that? Then Vishwamitra said, no, somehow you have to do this. Then next day, all the arrangements have been made where Hanuman is going to be punished, and Lord Ram, supposed to take his arrows and shoot. Then our wonderful Hanuman is sitting opposite, and he is chanting, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram. Sri Ram only, took up the bow, and he was shooting, he was releasing. And after releasing the arrows are coming up to front face of Hanuman, and they are touching the ground. As many arrows you shoot, they are coming and falling to the ground. Hey, what happened? What is the wrong? Then even Lord Ram inside, he was very happy, but outside Guru was there, Vishwamitra. For his sake, he is shooting arrows. Hey, yes, come on. He was ready to shoot. Then Vishwamitra he got disturbed. What is this? I asked Lord Ram to shoot. He is shooting only. I think he is very good at also shooting. because I taught him some archery also. He is good at. But he is releasing also proper, but the arrow is not hitting Hanuman. Why is it happening? Then Narada Muni, Vishwamitra said, see, so many arrows you have used, but there is no use, Now you use this Brahmastra. Lord said, Brahmastra? Yeah, you heard properly, you use Brahmastra now to punish the servant Hanuman. Then Lord said, okay. Then he took Brahmastra and he was about to release it. At the time, who appeared there? Narada appeared. He appeared and he told, you stop. My dear Vishwamitra, you are a Brahmana first of all, right? And more than that, you are Guru also. So Guru duty is Kshama Dhamma Saucham Arjavam Evacha Jnana Vijnana Astevyam Brahma Kamma Swabhajavakam. This is already there in Bhagavad Gita. You didn't read? So you are supposed to, forgive the offenses done by your servant. And that is a good quality. So Narada Maharshi gave us some small Bhagavatam class there. So Vishwamitra got convinced, yeah, it is correct. So he told Lord Ram, okay, now the project is over, you don't have to shoot any arrows. I have forgiven your servant Hanuman. So what is the learning of this story is, because at the beginning, who is great? The question came to the group of sages, either Lord or His holy name. So Hanuman chanted holy name of Lord Ram. Then that only protected him. So the sages got confirmed, oh, holy name is so powerful. So they started making propaganda of holy name of the Lord also. So like that there are so many incidents happened. Even one time, Sikh Guru Nanak, he was a wonderful devotee of Lord Krishna. So he roamed all over the world, all over India, and he preached the cult of Krishna. And he wrote one famous book also. What is that? Guru Granth. So one time, while during the traveling, one time he came across a group of drunkards. So drunkards' duty is to drink. And they were drinking and they were enjoying, and they are, though they are in Bhuloka, they think that they are in Swargaloka. But they are in Bhuloka only. The drink what they have taken, that made them feel that they are in a heavenly planet, Swargaloka. Then Nanak looked at them, what kind of people are they? They are struggling a lot. And when he encountered them, so some of the drunkards, oh, this gentleman came to us, he looked like wearing beard, and he is also like us only, Okay, so you also have this drink. So they offered a drink for Nanak also. So Nanak is a wonderful devotee of the Lord, and he said, what is there inside? This is a wonderful drink, sir. If you drink, for 12 hours non-stop you can see the heaven. Oh really? Okay, but what happens after 12 hours? 12 hours? Okay, you have to come back and take one refill again. Then Nanak said, you are such a fool. Why should I take refill? If I take once, that should be all filled and no refills required. I have one more powerful drink, I will give you. What is that? Then Nanak chanted the holy name of the Lord. And you take this drink, I assure, this name itself assures that you will not have refills for lifelong. Even life after life also you can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So in this way, Guru Nanak also he has mentioned. So I have extracted one Guru Nanak message from Guru Granth. I will just read it out. Actually, we should know what it is actually. Guru Nanak says, In the Granth Sahib, in the sloka Sahiskrite M1, I don't know which language is this, maybe Punjabi, I think. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji declares, Eka Krishna Sarva Deva Devava Atmaha Atma Shri Vasa Devasya Jai Koi Janas Bhev Nanak Tako Das Hai Sisi Niranjan Dev. The translation is, there is one Krishna, rest of all are demigods, devatas. He is the master of the demigods. He is the Paramatma. Nanak is the servant to that controller. I repeat, Nanak is the servant of that controller. This is the Guru Nanak message. In this way, holy name is very, very powerful. It can penetrate the hearts of all the conditioned souls, and it can make one purified and be ecstasy and be happy all the time. One time, Lord Gauranga, our Mahaprabhu is here, and he also extensively traveled India. Wherever he went, whichever temple he visited, he chanted only Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? So, but normally people, what happens? Whichever temple they chant that particular deity. In our premises also we have some temples. So they go there and they chant that particular deity. But Mahaprabhu said it is not correct. He proved himself, He traveled all over India, and even he visited Devi temple, Shiva temple, Subramanya temple, Ganesh temple, whatever temple he visited, he chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Not only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sang, but he danced. And whoever looked at him, they are got completely attracted by singing and dancing and looking at the form of the Lord Vigraha. They are completely, absorbed. So like that, Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he was traveling with his associates sometime. Our chimney started, I think. So one time, one washerman, Dobi, he was washing the clothes like anything. Jain, he was washing. So Mahaprabhu came to him and looked at him. Hey, you chant Hari Bol. Then he said, the washerman, I am very busy here. So many cloths are there. Dhoti, kurta, sari, so many are there. If I say Hari Bol, when will I wash my clothes? The owners have given, they are giving paisa for me, they are waiting. If some defective is there, they will send me back to the riverside, again I have to wash. No, I cannot say. Then Mahaprabhu said, actually, I will take care of your job. Mahaprabhu saying, I will take care of your job and you chant Hari Bol. Then he heard only. First time when he heard, he was not willing to chant. Second time when he heard, actually he heard Hari Bol. Then he was still reluctant. Then third time Mahaprabhu said, I am giving guarantee, you chant Hari Bol and no doubt all the cloths will be taken care. Then he said, he looks like he is more sincere than me in making me chant. Then he said, okay, I will do Hari Bol. Then he said, Hari Bol. Mahaprabhu said, Hari Bol. Then he said, Hari Bol. Like that, 3 times exchange went on. That's all. This Dobi stopped washing and he started chanting, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Very good. In the meanwhile, the Dobi wife came with a lunch box and she saw him. He is looking something unusual. Hare, what happened? He is supposed to wash or supposed to sit somewhere taking rest, This time he is saying, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So something went wrong, She went to him and asked, what happened? So, no, are you not doing your duty? I brought you lunch. Then he was not replying, he was saying, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Then this wife thought, this fellow really got mad and maybe ghost haunted him. Pishachi has come inside his body. Then she ran into the village and brought some villagers. Then villagers also looked at him, because who gave the mantra? Supreme Lord himself. And this fellow maddened, he's saying, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. He was not only chanting, he was dancing also. Then one villager went to him. What happened to you? Like that he touched him. As soon as he touched, this is, holy name is contagious, He also chanted, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Then the villager touched the others, villagers also. The whole village inundated with the Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So Mahaprabhu was watching, very nice. Then he left the place. So those villagers, what happened? In turn, they spread it to the village and to the village and the village, and all the community has started chanting the holy name of the Lord. That is the power of the holy name of the Lord. So in this way, the Lord is very merciful. Actually, Krishna is somewhat strict actually. But Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna himself, who appeared in Kali Yuga, is most magnanimous. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha. Most magnanimous means, this is the best example. Actually, this Dobi, this real incident happened. This Dobi is not a relative or kith and kin of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu does not know who he was, and he also does not know who Mahaprabhu was. This is simply mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this is a great lesson for us. When we also go for Harinam Kirtan, book distribution, Deepadan program, and we should not see who that person is. He is a Muslim or a Christian or a Sikh or a SC, ST, OBC, forward caste, this, that, nothing at all. Only qualification is human. So you make these people offer ghee lamp to Lord Damodar and make them chant the holy name of the Lord. You give the prasadam for them. You should not see what is their qualification. Oh, he looks like a very advanced person, or he looks like very wretched fellow or a beggar. No, these are not at all required, because Mahaprabhu says that even he has instructed Haridas Thakur and Nityananda. You go to door of each and every house in Navadvip and make them chant Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. And they really executed it. So our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jaipatak Swami Maharaj has given us also instructions. You go door to door, you do the Deepadan program. And you do the book distribution. You welcome them to the temple, invite them to the temple, and offer them, fruits and prasadam, and make friendship with the general public and make them Krishna consciousness. In this way, the holy name is very, very magnanimous, very, very powerful. Only inclination, the other person has got, we need to see. There is a small spark of Krishna consciousness, then we need to fan it, and one day it will become a light. That is Krishna consciousness. Like that, many incidents are there. Maybe I will come to the second part now. Prabhu, how much time? 5 minutes? Okay. Okay. So, in these verses, Indra, he had been chased by the sinful reactions, and earlier already he had done some sinful activities. The sins are chasing him. Now also, the sinful form, in the form of a Shudra woman, it is chasing this Indra. Indra is going somewhere else and he is hiding, but this his sinful reaction is chasing. He could not able to stop anywhere. Finally, Indra, he entered into Manas Sarovar. Manas Sarovar, where is it? Himalayas, Vrindavan. It is in Himalayas. Okay. So he reached that place. He entered into the deep of the water, where these lotus flowers grown, and Indra has taken shelter there in the lotus stem. There he was doing, and there even Agnidev wanted to also help him. Because Indra is in the water, Agni cannot come there. So that help also stopped. Then Indra completely took shelter of the Supreme Lord Vishnu, and he started meditating on Vishnu. Now, here the scripture says that Lakshmi Devi, who is the goddess of the Supreme Lord Vishnu, she also stays in the deep of the waters, especially in the lotus places, in the subtle areas of the ocean. The water, Lakshmi Devi resides there. So, when Indra took shelter of Lakshmi Devi takes shelter of Vishnu. Then automatically Vishnu protection will be there. So, Rudra got the message, because this sinful lady, that means this Papa Rupa in the form of a lady is chasing Indra. And now Rudra takes charge. He takes charge and he stops the sinful reaction. Because Rudra got the message from the Supreme Lord that he is supposed to stop it. Now coming to the point, how do we relate this to our present scenario? Is that when Indra took shelter of Lakshmi Devi at the stem of the lotus flower, and we also take shelter of somebody. Anybody can help me? Daily we do that. That's why we don't get this Brahmahatya. Brahmahatya. Yani kani cha papani brahmahatyadikani cha tani tani pranashyanti pradakshinam pade pade. Because Tulsi Maharani, as Lakshmi Devi is dear to Vishnu, because she is always at the lotus feet and messaging, right? Similarly, Tulsi Devi is also very dear to Krishna. Even Lakshmi Devi also, she may take some breaks. But Tulsi Maharani never takes any break, always at the lotus feet of Krishna. That's why we also take shelter of Tulsi Maharani by chanting Tulsi Pranam Mantra, Pradakshin Mantra, and offering flowers and doing Tulsi Puja is so potent. So the point here is, okay, Prabhu, I heard all your pastimes, very nice. So by doing sinful activities, I can also commit more sinful activities. Simply chant Narayana, then I will be relieved. What a nice class, Prabhu, today. So we should never think in this way. That is the greatest illusion. Greatest Maya is the one who does thinking like I can do sinful activities, but chant the holy name of the Lord, I will get relieved of this. This is called Papa Buddhi. So offending a Vaishnava is the most abominable thing. Knowingly, like he knows that we are not supposed to do that, but still he does it. This is the most abominable thing. So Srila Prabhupada, he wrote a letter to Shivananda. So this letter written on June 15th, 1969. I was not born at that time also. So in Hari Bhakta Vilasa, there are some extractions are there. So maybe I can quote some of them. Devotees of Hari are very rare in the age of Kali. The position of the devotee is more elevated than the position of Lord Brahma and Lord Rudra. The presence of devotee at the time of death elevates even the killer of a Brahmana to the spiritual sky. If a dog eater becomes a Vaishnava, then he becomes more elevated than a Brahmana. And if a sannyasi is devoid of devotion to Vishnu, then he considered to be more degraded than a dog eater. Oh, there are so much is there, but very important I am highlighting. Srila Prabhupada letter to our Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj on April 21st, 1970. Of course, I was born there. Quotes from Hari Bhakta Vilasa. When, the message is, we should know what is aparadha, right? We always think of Prabhu, Mataji, don't do aparadh, don't do aparadh, don't do aparadh, right? But what is aparadh? So that I can away from those aparadhas, So can somebody help me? What do you mean by aparadh? What do you mean by aparad? Okay, from Haribhakta Vilasa we have. When one blasphemes a Vaishnava, he loses his religiosity, wealth, fame, and children. If one beats a Vaishnava, blasphemes a Vaishnava, shows disrespect to a Vaishnava, gets angry upon a Vaishnava, or does not express joy in seeing a Vaishnava, he goes to hell. Oh my God. What a punishment. Okay, so then 4 kinds of blasphemy to a Vaishnava. This is what actually we require. Please hear very attentively. This Kartik Damodar, very, very important. Especially the devotees, those who are in seva or in seva adhikar. So those who are managing the services, we must remember all these things and to act accordingly. So the 4 kinds of blasphemy to a Vaishnava. Number 1, to find fault with a Vaishnava for his apparent low birth. If a person has taken birth in a low caste, once he has taken initiation, he has already taken second birth, and there is no question of finding fault with his previously taken birth. Either he is a SC, ST, OBC, or Chandala, or a laborer, or anybody. We should never talk about ill of him. If anybody talks this, he is doing a Vaishnava aparad. This point is to be noted. Number 2, to blaspheme him for his previous faults. Prabhu, last Janmashtami you did like this. Oh, this is a great offense you have done or mistake you have done. He has done fault, but you are finding it. Prabhu, why I should not find fault? Yes, we should not find faults. That's what Haribhakta Vilas says. But how to correct this fellow? Only Guru can correct. Okay? So a Shiksha Guru or a Diksha Guru, they are the personalities, they are the authorities to correct that particular devotee. And the others, they are not. If you do that, you are finding a fault with them. Is it clear? Number 3, to blaspheme him for his accidental fault. If a devotee does by mistake, by accident a fault, we are not supposed to blaspheme, find fault with him. Number 4, to blaspheme him for faults that are almost rectified. Sometime back you found a fault in a devotee, but he almost corrected himself it. But if you are still talking about that past, Prabhu, Mataji, you did like this, that is an offense. If you do like that, that is also an aparad to that devotee. Okay? So we are not supposed to do that. Whatever I am saying, this is from Harinam Chintamani. These are 4 types of blasphemies from Harinam Chintamani. What to do if one commits Vaishnava aparad? If by chance one commits Vaishnava aparad, then he must be forgiveness from the Vaishnava earnestly holding his feet. A Vaishnava is very merciful, so he will immediately embrace him and forgive him for all his offenses. So if knowingly, unknowingly, if you have done some offense, immediately to that particular devotee you have to go and beg forgiveness. Prabhuji, Mataji, I have done an offense, kindly forgive me. And the other party also, he should not be, hey, you have done like that, you are like that only. That is not a devotee. What the other party should do, here it is mentioned Haribhakta Vilasa that the other party Vaishnava also, he should simply forgive it. This Hare Krishna movement goes very nicely simply by policy of forget and forgive. This is the best policy. When he does this and both parties are completely cleared of their offenses, and the Lord is Guru and Lord is very, very happy for, because they are getting again united and they are doing service for the Lord. Okay? So in this way, there is so much to say, but the time is up. I need to stop here. In this way, Lord Indra has done some offenses, and by doing Ashwamedha, Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport that the sages, they are recommending, okay, you go and kill Vritasur and we can able to protect you, you know. So that did not happen here really. The sinful reaction chased, he went on and on. Finally, he took lotus feet of Lord Vishnu only, he had been saved, protected. So, this doing Ashwamedha Yajna will not help. So, coming to the point, all the devotees, they are supposed to take the shelter of Guru and Krishna and not doing any aparadhas and be careful in executing your Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And if I have done something wrong, mistake, so kindly correct me. I am open to all your correction. Thank you very much. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Any questions from anyone? Take one question.
Okay.
Any questions? Specifically on this word, preferably?
Prabhu, our count you can able to give?
I know, no, sir. Showing 4,800 plus 5,000. Last one. Today's? Hare Krishna, so I assume there are no questions. We have all understood it well. One question. The Guru Nanak which you mentioned, is it Kali Yuga? And I wanted to add to that question, what mantra he gave? Any particular mantra, Prabhu? What was it? What he was? Okay.
Kali Yuga.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Sri Sri Gandharvika Giridhari Sriman Mahaprabhu ki jai. Sri Narasimha Bhagwan ki jai. Thank you very much for a wonderful class, Prabhuji. Holy name is the most powerful. And we normally are